McLean here, gonna be talking about Maryde. Maryde. Her original name was Annalene Eruque. Annalie was, damn, let's see, she was a smart ass. She started out, well, she failed every subject in school. That's one thing right there. She didn't drop out of high school or anything. She just didn't pass anything. Later on, she got her teaching degree, so on and so forth, by passing a few tests, 6 months of classes, and as soon as she turned 20, she got into a school subject. She taught physics, chemistry, and some basic sciences along the lines of science, which science was her worst subject. Eventually, she found this guy named Andrew. They got together, had some fun. She got pregnant. A little bit after the birth, she learned that Andrew was her long-lost twin brother. At this time, she was about 30-something. This was in like 2000, so yeah, in the year 2000, she was 30. Kid born, so on and so forth. Kid died about the age 6 with cancer. Just died of cancer. Simple as that. And then soon after, because the kid was 6, it's 2006. She got really fucked up, hated everything, school, stuff like that. She loved teaching still. Her students were amazing. She's teaching in a junior high and in high school for some of the chemistry. And she started getting really depressed. Well, somewhat depressed. Heck, she didn't get depressed at all. I just put that out there to say it. She got in the car, drove to school, hit the building, died. This was in mid-2007. Right before that, Otto saved her. Well, Otto saved her from dying in that car accident. She's in the hospital, died in the hospital, so she got saved by Otto, so she will end up in Flursick. That's one thing. In Flursick, she was born into I should say this earlier, she hates fire. She hates burning things down. The only thing she likes about it is that it heats you up. She gets born into a fucking volcano as a Reintra elemental being, and she's born into a rock and then flame. Then Otto comes along, just looking at the world, and she now is called Maryde. When Otto comes up there, he has a wooden sword and on his belt, and she imbues herself with that wooden sword. The wooden sword then later on becomes called Flursickian, and that's how Otto summons her. Well, now she takes on multiple personalities and does that. Of course, her first element was fire. Being a rain child, you could learn multiple elements. Then with Skimna, she met Skimna. Skimna is a master of dark, light, life, and death. So, first element she learns, her second element is dark from arguing and fighting with Skimna. Skimna. And later on did, multiple things to her. Then, Otto was talking to this new body with wind energy, which is later known to be a Cade. So, yeah, it's just a body with wind energy going around it. He makes a he makes a tornado world. But before that, she goes into she stops Japan from being destroyed, because, inside Flursick there's a little world that's just as big as Japan, It has no cities. He likes calling it Japan. He likes the name. And there's a typhoon hitting a big ass tidal wave, and she stops it and she learns water from that. Later on, she goes into that tornado world, learns wind. I might be getting these mixed up, but then in one of the Earth realms, she gets buried underground and dies and gets to Flursick. As soon as she gets back into Flursick, she has some immunity to Earth, for more than she had before. Then she has another. Well, then she learns Earth. So there's fire, wind, and earth, and water. Oh, there you go. And she has another battle with Skimna. She has multiples throughout this whole damn time. She has a battle with Skimna inside Otto's mind, not in hit. Well, then out of Otto's mind, they travel into Skimna's realm, an afterlife effect, and they have a major battle. And she learns light. She finally learns light, and then after that, she did some Twilight. She did some shadow shit and lightning, plasma, magma, all that stuff. And so she was amazing. Later on, she went back into the volcano realm where she was born, in the rain shell realm, where she is the only known rain shell, so she makes more. And more and more and more. And she has no true body besides the flame. Every earth realm she goes to, she went about 5 when she got her first body. It was a male. This is a good male. It was a flame's head and got neck-like ears and stuff like that. Some cat imbued, had tails, and she got double blades because Otto gave her that one sword that was hers. It's whatever. Then about 3 out of 5 of those, she got Chica's bodies. So the second Chica body she was in became hers, and that's the rain shell body she's usually in now. Being as amazing as Maryde is, she has a hard time doing that. She creates rain trails, other elemental beings, to sustain her mind, basically, to keep her sane. She learned how to turn all the plasma and all the magma she could make herself and the lightning into true beings. So she makes beings like that, infuses them with some of the memories Otto has around, and then she has her rain shell kingdom, which, as most people know, Maryde is battling at the moment. And while her lackeys, the fit journalists, which are still pretty damn hard to kill. If Maryde wouldn't last against a strong ass motherfuckers whatsoever. And that's about the summary of Maryde. Maryde Eruque. That's her name.